Hey friends, welcome back to the channel with another movie reaction. Today we are watching Kung Fu Panda, and I don't know much about this film other than what the title suggests, which is the panda learns or knows Kung Fu. And so yeah, it won on the poll over on Patreon, beat out some pretty hard hitters like 1917, Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, and Batman from I think it's 1989. So yeah, looking forward to it. If you guys want to watch the full reactions, or you want to catch early reactions or vote on future movies, you can check out Patreon in the link in the description below. Otherwise, let's get started.
Legend tells of a legendary warrior whose kung fu skills were the stuff of legend.
A legend.
Even the most heroic heroes in all of China, the Furious Five, bowed in respect to this great master.
Oh.
We should hang out. Agreed.
We should hang out.
But hanging out would have to wait, because when you're facing the 10,000 demons of Demon Mountain, there's only one thing that matters, and that's...
Get up! You'll be late for work!
What?
It's all a dream. What is this, fox? Wait, they're the animals from the legend. Whoa. Oh, look at that.
I have had a vision. Tai Lung will return.
Tai Lung. I guess he is gonna need some basic training if he's gonna get better at Kung Fu. Unless the scroll just grants power, and it's over. By the time he gets to the top, it's over.
Where are you? Almost there.
He's like...
What? No! Oh, no!
I choose you! Oh, I thought he was gonna be like, I choose you, and then he landed right in front of them.
Where,
Wait, is that actually what happened?
what are you pointing? Oh! Okay. Sorry.
So the Tigress is the best out of the five. Or they probably have their own strengths.
How's that?
Ugh. He lost a tooth.
I probably sucked more today than anyone in the history of Kung Fu, in the history of China, in the history of sucking.
Probably. Noodles. Don't noodles.
Don't noodles.
You are too concerned with what was and what will be. There's a saying. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift. That is why it is
It's called the present. Aha! The one feather. Oh, he's unlocking the shell thing? He's gonna use it to break the chain. Seriously, no atrophy?
Let's get started.
Oh man, he's gonna break everything.
Are you ready?
I was born ready.
Born ready. Mantis is so small, yet throwing him all over the place. Still hasn't quit though.
I've been taking it easy on you, Panda, but no more.
If he's smart, he won't come back up those steps. He wasn't just a student. Shifu found him as a cub.
The turtle did it. Just a few strikes.
Shifu loved Tai Lung like he had never loved anyone before. Or since.
Master! I have... It's very bad news.
Shifu. There is just news. There is no good or bad.
Master, Tai Lung has broken out of prison. He's on his way.
That is bad news. If you do not believe that the Dragon Warrior can stop him. Promise me, Shifu. Promise me you will believe.
I will try.
You must believe.
He's glowing. Whoa. It's kind of beautiful. And that's how the stars came to be.
Every time you threw a brick at my head, or said I smelled, it hurt. But it could never hurt more than it did every day of my life just being me.
You don't have to change who you are to be who you're meant to be, do you? She's taking him on alone. They're taking him on together. Oh, when it comes to food, he's powerful. Training montage. Wow. Oh. He's enjoying this. I saw him smile a little bit. Yeah. Eat it.
I'm not hungry.
Sated by the universe. She's pretty good, but... Dang. The praying mantis by itself?
Shifu taught you well.
But he didn't teach you everything.
Dang.
He could have killed you,
Why didn't he?
so you could come back here and strike fear into our hearts, but it won't work.
It might. A little.
I'm hoping the scroll is nothing, and he just has to get better on his own. This is such a silly and ridiculous film, but I really enjoy it. He used the pedal to knock it down?
It's blank.
What?
Here, look.
No, I am forbidden to look upon.
He saw it, it was blank.
Face it, he picked me by accident.
Of course I'm not the dragon warrior.
Sometimes I can't believe I'm actually your son.
Did he
Paul,
not know?
I think it's time I told you something I should have told you a long time
What is he
ago.
supposed to be anyway? Some sort of bird.
Okay.
The secret ingredient of my secret ingredient soup.
Oh.
I thought he was gonna tell him he's not his son.
The secret ingredient is
Nothing.
nothing. To make something special, you just have to believe it's special.
Huh, it's reflective.
There is no secret ingredient.
This is actually really cool. Looking for this? Yeah. Out of breath. Out of breath. He's like, oh shit. Ah. Sit on him, sit on him, sit on him. Yeah! Yeah. Ooh. Oh, he's playing the game.
It's nothing.
That's right.
It's okay. I didn't get it the first time either. It's just you.
That's not satisfying to him. Oh. Dong dong. Oh, and it came back.
You You're just a big, fat panda.
Oh.
Big fat panda. I'm the big fat panda.
Oh, the pinky.
The whooshy finger. I figured it out. Skadoosh.
What? What? Skadoosh? Kneel.
Master.
Master.
Or don't kneel, just bow, yeah.
Master? Master Shifu.
He just forgot about him. No, you don't get to pass away. He's just taking a nap. Just napping.
No. Master! No, no, no! Don't die, Shifu, please!
I'm not dying, you idiot. Dragon, warrior. I'm simply at peace. Finally.
Aww. Stop talking. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
You want to get something to eat?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad that he didn't become a huge jacked panda. He didn't have to change who he was to be who he was meant to be. Like I said earlier, I hope that would be the case. I'm glad the father was supportive in the end. He's beating him at Chinese checkers or Chinese chess. I used to know how to play Chinese chess and Chinese checkers. I've forgotten how to do both. So what happened to Tai Lung? Is he dead? Did he murder him? What is what is this? I gotta see what actually happened. It's like it kicked up a whole bunch of dust. It sent out like chi in every single direction. That is a nice. That's an interesting idea that the scroll is empty. The secret ingredient is nothing. Huh. But seriously, Tai Lung, he was bound for 20 years? That means he did no training in 20 years. And I mean, his strike style seemed more about power. Like, he was definitely using a lot of power throughout his moves. So it's not like it doesn't look like he got much weaker after all that time. Huh. He wants to take some of his food. Aww. Aww. He does need more food. He's... Oh, the peach tree is growing. That's really nice. He does need more food, though. He's huge. Whereas the fox is tiny. He might not be a fox. I should look it up. You know what? I'm going to look it up right now. Kung Fu Panda. Jack Black? Did I not see that earlier? Jack Black as Po. An energetic yet accident-prone giant panda and a die-hard Kung Fu fan. Oh, Red Panda. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I used to have a red panda as my profile picture on Facebook, and I still didn't see it. So I wound up liking this movie so much more than I thought I would. If you gave me a brief overview of the film, I would have been like, it sounds alright, but I don't know if I want to watch it. And so I'm glad I came into this completely blind without knowing the context. But yeah, everything was just so well executed, though, that even despite the fact that there were some cliches going in, the martial arts, the humor, and the little details were all just really, really well done. And yeah, especially as someone who speaks Mandarin, understanding what some of these characters' names are is a nice little detail. But yeah, I really enjoyed these characters. You didn't really get too much in depth with any of the Furious Five other than maybe Tigress. We saw her account of how Master Shifu, how he loved Tai Lung and was so enthusiastic in teaching him, only for Tai Lung to turn out the way he did. And then afterwards, when Shifu was teaching the Furious Five, he was always like so cold and distant, but yeah, like she tried hard to earn his approval and was so happy to want to show off for him, but at that point he felt like his overinvestment, his love for Tai Lung came back and bit him, so he was afraid to care and love again. Until Po, with his ridiculous, like, just goofy martial arts. I can't believe he just like fell from the sky and Master Oogway was like pointing at him. Yeah, he was about to pick tigers too, it seemed. Though given how she took someone else being chosen as a dragon warrior, maybe she wasn't ready. But yeah, speaking of Shifu and Oogway, Master Shifu, Master Oogway, their names are particularly interesting because Sifu literally translates to master. So Master Sifu means his name literally means master. And then Master Oogway in Mandarin means turtle, so also a fitting name. And yeah, Master Oogway is such a fun character. All his sayings come true. One often meets his destiny on the road he takes to avoid it. And by Master Sifu, I'm trying to say Sifu, but they pronounce Shifu in the movie. Anyway, Master Shifu sending that goose to warn the rhinos about Tai Lung. His feather drops on Tai Lung's shell prison, and he sets himself free using it. Just wow, I'm really impressed by how that storyline worked out. And I'm wondering if that will play out in other ways going forward in future films. And with Shifu, I have very bad news. Shifu, there's just news. There's no good or bad. Tai Lung has broken out of prison. He's on his way. That is bad news. So funny. But he does qualify it with, if you do not believe that the Dragon Warrior can stop him. And his death scene, I mean, it had to happen because otherwise he could just take care of Tai Lung again. But it was beautiful. He just like floated away as cherry blossom petals. I honestly got chills during that scene. I'm getting chills now remembering it. And I really appreciate that Po didn't have to change who he was to become the Dragon Warrior. Shifu couldn't see how to mold him into his idea of the Dragon Warrior at first, but then he sees that he's great when it comes to trying to go get food. And Shifu realizes that there are very natural things about Po that make him a good martial artist. Though it feels like they only trained for like a single day before he took on Tai Lung. Well, no, he tried to get him to quit that first day. I don't think I count that as training. But then he earnestly like tried to train him for just one day, right? Because the Furious Five went to face off against Tai Lung in the morning, and at that time, Po was still a complete novice. And they arrive the very next day, and Po is a freaking master already. Just, it's hilarious. But yeah, really enjoyed the training session where Po tries to steal the food from Shifu. Lots and lots of fun to watch. I feel like it's iconic almost. And yeah, I really like that moment where they reveal that the Dragon Scroll is nothing. Or, not nothing, it was reflective. That's a very big difference. He's like, it's nothing. And he tried to show his Shifu, and Shifu's like, no, I can't see. Wait, what? He's just like opening and closing it. Super funny. But yeah, the secret ingredient is, there is no secret ingredient. And it's just that you have to believe in yourself. And I love the way they set that up with Po and his father, just talking about the noodles shop. The secret ingredient to the noodles is no secret ingredient. And speaking of his father, I can't believe Po thinks this freaking goose is his biological father. That's just so funny. He achieved excellence in martial arts, became this martial arts master, and he still believes that this goose is his father. Okay. Interestingly enough, though we didn't see any other pandas in the film, I would have thought that in the city would have seen at least one. So I'm kind of wondering where he came from and if we'll learn more about his past in the future. But yeah, I was afraid. I'm glad that they let Po be Po. I was afraid we'd see him as a freaking like buffed out panda. That would have been too weird. But yeah, he had his natural strengths. His extra girth made it so that Tai Lung's like paralyzing nerve attacks didn't work. And the fight itself was really fun to watch. Now obviously Po had gotten a lot more dexterous and a lot better with his technique. But it was also really interesting to see that like for most of the fight, it felt like he could have won each exchange out of pure dumb luck. And it seemed like some things were accidents. Like it seemed like just chance or fate that he happened to sit on Tai Lung's face when they were tumbling down the stairs. But there were just too many coincidences piled one on top of the other, so that at any point Tai Lung can be like, I don't believe he's better than me, he's just getting lucky. But that's not the case at all. You just see him over and over, just like beat Tai Lung in every possible manner. And then, the final move. Skadoosh. How did that... It created like a massive freaking shockwave. I don't... Some things in this film are not meant to be questioned, I think. But it was super funny. It's interesting that Master Oogway stopped Tai Lung from getting the scroll, even though it was blank. I'm not entirely sure what the purpose of that was. Because if he had opened... I don't know, like... If he had accepted... maybe if he had accepted that he wasn't worthy of it, then would he have been worthy of it? If he had accepted that he was not the Dragon Warrior, would that have made him the Dragon Warrior? Like, and if Master Oogway sensed the darkness in him, why activate it by denying him what he most desired? Or did he think that it was always going to be there even if he got everything he desired? Or maybe Oogway thought that Tai Lung would freak out even more if he learned that what he trained for all of his life was for this lesson that wasn't really about martial arts or gain power. Yeah, I'm curious about that. I don't think that's something that we'll ever have answered, but anyway. I was surprised by all the voice actors that were in this film. When the credits were rolling, I was like, who's doing this? What? Freaking Jack Black as Poe? I actually don't know if I've seen him in anything before. I have seen him in something though. I think it might have been Nacho Libre. Is that the name of the movie? I think I saw that or parts of that. I honestly don't remember. But Angelina Jolie as Master Tigress. We have Seth Rogen as Master Mantis. Lucy Liu as Master Viper. David Cross as Master Crane. And Jackie Chan as Master Monkey. I don't think he had a lot of lines because, yeah, anyway. I don't think any of them were, like, instantly recognizable. I mean, Poe's father was obviously... You tell right away he's James Hong. The same guy who did that, like, advisor council guy in Mulan. Ian McShane as Tai Lung. Super funny because I watched John Wick recently, too, and he's Winston in that, so... Those were my first two interactions with Ian McShane. First time seeing him in movies. And so it's like one right after the other. And Dustin Hoffman as Master Sifu. Now, I probably would have preferred that more Asian actors got these roles, but like this is Hollywood, so I feel like given who we got, given the lack of diversity, or given the lack of proper representation, I feel like everybody did a good job anyway, despite that. I'm going to give this movie an 8.5. It was surprisingly enjoyable, and I'm looking forward to seeing the sequels in the future, unless the comments tell me that the sequels aren't exactly the best. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching. If you want to watch the full reaction, check out Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like, really helps out the channel. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, friends.